Hey, what's going on? What's going on, guys? This is your man, Real Deal, Steele, coming to you live. Just audio version this time. But great to see you guys. It's been a long time. Obviously, I decided to go live in the wake of everything that's been happening in regards to Dogecoin, all the recent developments, and how the market's doing. It's just all pretty extraordinary. So we're just going to have a little market watch party and just follow things, how they're going. We're going to kind of cover some different aspects surrounding why I think what has been happening, and we'll just get down to it, boppers. So without any further ado, let's see who's up in the chat tonight or today. I rarely stream in the day. So Low Roller Scratcher, Hector the Dude, Elijah, Abhishek, I think I mispronounced her name, forgive me. Marie, you, the Beef Supreme, of course. Who else do we got? We got Sadarasa, Jessica Bolts, good to see you. Larry Ramirez, Cass, Chad, Josh, Anthony Grant, wow. Scotty Suitcases, of course. Fabio, JD. What's going on, guys? Jay the Cat, what's going on? I feel like we got the old band back together. We're getting the old band back together. It's feeling like early 2021 all over again, isn't it, folks? You know, and this is kind of goes along with the the territory of these longer holds, which I've always recommended being the majority of your profile. You know, you just got to kind of wait it out to a certain degree for circumstances to eventually evolve. And certainly things have been evolving with Dogecoin here. My goodness, very, very exciting developments going on here. You know, I noticed a lot of callers that aren't long-term Dogecoin holders are kind of popping up about a week and a half ago, and they were advising that Doge was a play, but a short-term play, and one that you shouldn't hold for longer than about that 8-cent mark. And a lot of people were advising people to dump their Doge and collect their profits at 8 cents. You know, to a certain degree, I can understand that, but to dump it all at 8 cents just seemed rather foolish to me. But you know, we've been covering Doge for a long time, so certain things that seem rather obvious to us maybe aren't so obvious to others, right? So Jason Huffman coming in with the fast and the curious. What's going on? Great to see you, Jason Huffman, Cass. Obviously, guys, feel free to compel the super chats. It's obviously appreciated for the time and efforts put forth here. If you aren't already a member, feel free to do so. Scotty Suitcase says, I never sold my Doge. I haven't either. In fact, I bought more Doge just a couple days ago in lieu of recent events. I was like, this is this is it. This is the time. Yeah, I upped my position. And of course, I got some on Cold Wallet. I got some on Robinhood, and I've got a whole mess of it in the Voyager hoopla. And fortunately, that looks like it's being sorted out through FTFX US. So, so we'll see how that shakes out. Doge on Mars pumping hard too. Someone's definitely holding some Doge on Mars. A couple of you guys, that's cool. You know, out of all those kind of spin-off tokens, that one seems to be, you know, going the distance, should I say? Well, a token that I've been involved with, I've been investing in is called, in regards to that, is the Alanye protocol. And I think that's sitting pretty low, right? Well, not low, but it's a very new token, but it's sitting right around, I think, 60K right now. It started about a week ago, and it's got like this super hyper dynamic where it has a 6.6 tax, but 100% of the taxes go to burns of a supply that's only 1,000 supply. So it's like a massive supply shock kind of idea. That's pretty interesting. So it wouldn't take a lot to get that one just boosted really quickly. Anyway, I didn't come on here to talk about, spend most of our time talking about tokens. That's a whole nother sector of the market altogether. But love this earlier stream. Don't gotta lose sleep. Stormer144, good to see you back in the mix. Yeah, we're doing it to it. So where are we at right now, guys? We're up. Dogecoin is up about 1% for the last hour, but I mean, we're up almost 40% over the last 24-hour cycle. I think a little past that, about 45% over the last 24-hour cycle, which is absolutely extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. No, going on 48% now over the last 24-hour cycle. So what we're seeing now, we saw an absolutely parabolic rocket, kind of those green God candles go up about hour and a half ago here, which is something we haven't seen with Dogecoin in quite some time. So that was pretty refreshing to see. Now, I posted something on Twitter right as I started seeing this parabolic takeoff, and what I said was this. Doge absolutely flying today. Of course, this is in the wake of Elon's acquisition of Twitter. Look for some significant retracement, followed by the next leg up. Many callers were saying the pump was done at 8 cents and sold. Nonsense. Doge is now poised to run double and then some. And I mean every word of that one, folks. Yeah, so we are going to see some significant retracement, I believe, in the wake of this. But I do feel that the highest probability scenario is simply for the next leg up. I do believe that Dogecoin is poised to go, double where it is now and then some, probably within the relatively near-ish future. And what I mean near-ish is probably about, a 6-month stretch, but things could get really wild really quickly. Obviously, all of this is happening in the wake of Elon's acquisition of Twitter. I have to admit, I was one of those skeptical that it was even going to happen at all. I spent a couple weeks rather disappointed, thinking that Elon was backing out of it. And fortunately, he proved me wrong. I'm so glad to be proved wrong. And one of my main contentions why I was so disappointed for a couple weeks is because so many people look to him to really kind of be the torchbearer for free speech and everything that's been happening in regards to that topic, and really a threat to it through massive collusion of governments and various corporations. And when he seemingly looked like he was going to back out of the deal of buying Twitter, I felt like this was a real huge blow to the gut in terms of that. And that left a lot of people that had been championing for this and put themselves out there hanging. Well, I'm pleased to report that obviously this has happened. And not only has this happened, Elon has been kind of giving us daily play-by-plays and really trolling the media and really making good sport out of this entire process and letting us know that his team is looking into the details and the coding as it relates to Twitter. It was reported just the other day that he's having some experts over at Tesla look into the coding at Twitter to really kind of hopefully get into the guts of this. Now, the levels of censorship in the coding is so deep at Twitter in regards to the shadow banning and to the extent of which shadow banning has encompassed. They really got their work cut out for them. But here's to hoping it's all going to get sorted out. I'm seemingly thinking that that's going to happen. Folks, if you wouldn't mind just giving a retweet and some engagement on the tweet I'm going to put in the chat, just so our fellow community members know that we are live and for the first time in a long time, right? Let's see what's going on in the chat. Scotty says, Elon Musk is amazing, such a G. Carried the sink into Twitter. How about that? Let that sink in, folks. He literally carried a sink into Twitter. That was absolutely wild and in true Elon fashion. And I love anything to, as you guys know, I love anything to do with dad jokes or puns is kind of my favorite brand of humor. Elijah says, get into the guts of this. That's what she... Oh, no comment, my friend. No comment, my friend. Felipe says, Doge will blow past $1. No problem. Just sure it will be now. Yeah, I've always said that. I've always felt that Doge would make it back. Well, not make it back. Its all-time high is around 76 cents. I've always thought that it was going to get to $1. I've never wavered on that. It's just a matter of when. I have no idea. But yeah, I do believe that Doge will make it to $1 and beyond. Yes, Jessica, it's been a long time. Great to see you. Great to see you. And hopefully Elon will be able to sort out my shadow banning issues on Twitter. I've probably voiced enough wrongthink at one time or another to warrant myself on the shadow banning list. So Doge coming up again after starting to retrace. So here we are at when you look over the past hour here, we apexed right about at a little more than an hour ago, about 13.6, and this is all super healthy, vibrant retracement, and the volume is just insane right now. And so we just touched down to about 13 cents here. When we first went live today, we were right at about 12.9. So we'll probably see some sideways trading for a bit here before the next leg up. It wouldn't surprise me if Doge reached upwards of 16, 17, maybe even 18 cents within the next 24 hours here. Nothing would surprise me at this point. First super chat to get things rocking. The Fast and the Curious. $3 super chat. Thank you, Jason Huffman. With a little Shiba dog giving a high five there. The Beef Supreme says, just grilled up some steaks and cracking a beer and watching Doge. Sounds like a hell of a Saturday, my friend. I love it. I love it. Andy Shirley, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. But you could have waited until Auburn-Arkansas game is over. So sorry, my friend. So sorry. I guess you'll just have to do some double duty there and watch the game and keep the game on a lower volume and keep your man Real Deal pumping through. Guys, if you're just joining us, my name is Steven Steele. Most folks familiar with me call me Real Deal Steven Steele. We're just kind of having a fun Dogecoin live market watch here and hang out. Feel free to subscribe, all that good stuff. Right now, Dogecoin looking good, coming up to about a 13.3. Let's see if we can get this sucker back up to 13.5 and beyond. Let's see. Let's see at least 14 cents while we're on the air here. Huh? That'd be pretty nice. That'd be pretty nice. Josh says the most popular coin going to pop the most. You know what? The extraordinary thing happening right now in the wake of the acquisition now of Twitter under Elon Musk is we could. It seems very possible. It seems very probable to me at this point that we have officially entered a new phase in terms of the future of Doge and the establishment of Doge for mainstream adoption. I believe that new phase is now upon us. It's just a real waiting game. There's only so much you can do before we could reach this chapter. But Elon is obviously the most integral part of this at this point. And what this is going to do is, as we see Twitter evolving into kind of a multifaceted, multi-functioning system in its evolution, we're going to see further and further Doge integration, I believe, be a part of this vision. And people have been speculating that Elon Musk is going to turn, or evolve rather, Twitter into a something sort of akin to WeChat. If you're not familiar with WeChat, it's an app very popular over in Asia, wherein people will be able to do a whole wide multitude and assortment of things under it. So from ordering food to rides and all that sort of thing. It's essentially an app that connects you with everyone, and even your banking and real world payments and like I said, ordering food and rides and all of that. So just imagine once that evolution starts taking place, we already know that he's going to onboard Doge, and we are up for certain Doge, deep, I believe, Dogecoin integration with Twitter going forward under Elon Musk's ownership here. But more importantly than that, I think there is going to be a real high probability of Dogecoin really establishing itself with mainstream adoption in the inner workings of all this. So I think this is very, very encouraging. Beef Supreme says 15% soon, or 15%, 15 cents soon. I believe I believe we could see 15 cents within the day here. Great Dogementum. I love it. Dogementum, a term I haven't heard in a while. It's good to hear it again. Lowboy Steve, do you agree that Elon is full aware Doge is pumping and pumping hard? Yes, I believe he's aware of it. And I think it's also good that Elon hasn't really been specifically tweeting about Doge that much. Well, I think that's a good thing. I've never thought that the market value of Doge should solely rely and depend on Elon tweets. So the fact that this has all really started breaking out on its own, people are putting two and two together. People are seeing the writing on the wall with what's going on with Dogecoin and everything surrounding it. And so, it's better that people put the math together on their own sometimes. And after a while, there's only so much Elon tweets could do before action, So we'll see. But I think this is all incredibly, incredibly encouraging. Jay the Cat asks, crypto is going up because Elon bought Twitter? Yeah, essentially. So that is what is happening essentially, Jay the Cat. Excuse me while I take a swig of my green juice. Yes, sir, that is essentially what's happening. What will be very interesting to see is right now we are in one of these rare windows where Dogecoin is actually leading the market more than Bitcoin. And we've seen windows like this in the past, but we have never had a monumental occasion. We've never had an occasion as epic as the one we are experiencing right now, as it relates to Dogecoin anyway. So I do believe that we are probably, like I said, at the beginning of a new chapter. Now, is this the beginning of a new chapter of Dogecoin dominance for the market? That'd be, that would be amazing. That'd be that'd be pretty extraordinary. But I won't go so far as to say that. We are still in a Bitcoin dominant market, but the fact that Dogecoin is evolving so quickly the way it is, I think a lot of people's skeptical perception of Dogecoin has been changing. I've been seeing people's sentiments soften on that in the wake of all of this. But yeah, it's just one of these things that gets exhausting in terms of constantly having to explain to people that, Dogecoin it's a high utility coin, and a lot of people have failed to understand this for a long period of time. And I just got, to a certain degree, I just get tired of explaining it to people, right? Just wait for BTC to pump on top of all this. Yes, and that will happen. That will happen, Beef Supreme. CL, Steven, are you expecting a Monday morning dip? I'm a little worried for that, just a little. Oh, yeah. I mean, it also depends. It also depends on what the news cycle holds for Dogecoin in terms as it relates to the evolution of Elon taking over Twitter. So right now we have an absolute breakout here. Look at this. Dogecoin breaking out, just kind of going wild here. A boost up to about 13.6 here for a mini retracement. It could go again. Hopefully we can see 14 cents within the next couple minutes here. That's looking lively. I love it. But yeah, Monday morning dip is always a possibility. I do think that all of this is going to result in a hefty, like I said, it's going to result, I believe, in a hefty retracement followed by the next big leg up. So how significant that retracement is going to be remains to be seen. And I think that there's a decent possibility that we've already seen the retracement within what we've seen just in the last couple hours here, honestly. So you couldn't ask for a healthier chart than what we're experiencing today as it relates to Dogecoin. Yeah. Love to see those green weenies. Yeah, I just felt like, I know this live Robinhood chart. The one thing I do really like about the live Robinhood chart, I like the kind of synthwave aesthetic of it. But more than that, I do like the live ticker. It's sleek, it's simple, it's cool. It's obviously not the most optimal chart for people that really like to geek out and stuff, but I usually put more detailed charting on my lives. But I don't know. I just felt like having something simple and bold for this stream. Stormer says, I'd be scared to swing trade at the moment. Lots of people sold at 8 cents thinking it may be the top. Yeah, like I said, you're absolutely right. A lot of people, for some reason, they got in their heads that 8 was the top and sold. A lot. I saw so many influencers and callers that typically don't mess with Doge swing trading Doge and making profits between that 6 cent and 8 cent margin. And they thought they're pretty proud of themselves for doing that. But I knew that 8 cents wasn't going to be the top, and that we were in for likely in for a real big run. Guys, if you haven't followed my Twitter, I created a new Twitter about a year ago. So if it's been a long time, and if you remember me from back in the day, maybe you're not following my new Twitter, but it's in the chat there. So feel free to give a follow. hopefully Elon will be able to lift my shadow ban from the powers that be. James Kaminsky, glad to see you still in the game, man. You are truly deserving of the moon. Hey, James, appreciate that, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for the kind words. Always good to hear that stuff. Yeah, this is the thing, and as my friend Nick can attest to, you know, some of these long-term holds. By long-term holds, it goes on for years. It can go on for years before things go in the way that you prefer them to, right? And that's just a part of being that's a key component of being a successful investor. You know, but in the meantime, there's a lot of fun short-term plays and the low market caps. I've been really enjoying myself getting into playing around the token market and the low market caps and making some short-term plays there and enjoying myself there. But so keep your long holds long, you know, the ones that are your higher utility, super long holds, and then you can play around with other stuff in the meantime to keep you amused. Trucking all day. That's a name I haven't seen in forever. Just like old times. Yes, my friend, we're getting the band back together. And good to see you, Trucking all day. Great to see you guys. Great to see you guys. Let's see here. Where are we headed? Dogecoin coming up. There's a lot of resistance right around 13.5, 13.6. So I think if we can blow past that, we're good to go to 14 cents, folks. So you got to watch right around this resistance point, of 13.5. 13.5, 13.6. So if we can get above this 13.6, I think we're good to go for 14 cents incoming. Miyu says, this is my favorite show. Missed it. Hopefully there's more to come. Yes, I'm trying, folks. I'm not going to belabor it, but my health issues have been setting me back lately. That's why I haven't been live lately. And I'm trying to get back on the horse. That's all I'll say. It's about to break through now. The Beef Supreme says, I hope you're right, my friend. I hope you're right. Some retracement. It got shot back down at the 13.6, but I don't think it's the last of it. I'd like to see a 14 cent Doge and beyond while we're live here. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Well, guys, you're listening to your man, Real Deal Steele, on a matinee Doge Breakout edition, live market watch party. Great to have you with us. Great to have you hanging out, guys. If you're new here, feel free to smash that like. Even if you're old school, please smash that like. It helps with those tricky YouTube algorithms. Also, if you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. And obviously, super chats are greatly appreciated for time and efforts put in. But yeah, we're just hanging out, watching, waiting, hoping for the best for the old dog money, right? The old dog money. Have you heard from Jesse Hughes recently? I have not. Trucking all day. Member for a year and a half. Hasn't been that long, my friends. Time flies when you're having fun. Thank you so much for your continued support of the channel, Trucking all day. Hugely appreciate you. Doge has been so low. Hope many kept buying weekly. Awesome. Trucking all day. Playing the long game there. Yeah, I believe Jesse Hughes has been busy with his band. Yeah, we're approaching that 13.5 here again, folks. 13.5. See what it do, right? That's where all the resistance has been happening since going live today. Right about 13.5 cents, 13.6 cents. Like I said, if we can get beyond that 13.6, I think we're good to run to 14, maybe 15, 16. The real Nick Balls in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend. Real Nick Balls. Good to see you in the chat, my friend. Nick, Dogecoin holder since 2014. Obviously, he's having a great day today. You know, and if anybody is an exemplary, I can't think of anyone that's a more exemplary example of patience, right? Of patience as it relates to a crypto holding than Nick. It certainly paid off for him. So here we are, guys, coming up to the 13.5 again. Let's see what can happen. The volume today is absolutely out of control. It's absolutely massive. And it's just great to see. It's great to see. Balls of steel. Yes, yes, yes. We're gonna have to have a stream together soon. So here we at Doge at 13.6. Can we break on through? Looking good, guys. Looking good. And also, and it gets batted back down again, right at 13.6. Let's see what happens, folks. You know, I think this is going to be another huge week for Elon news, Twitter, and consequently Dogecoin, as well as things evolve and the powers that be are transferred over to Elon and his team. It'll be very interesting to see where it all goes. But I can tell you one thing. This all is going to continuously bode very well and very bullish as it relates to Dogecoin. And as the Twitter's platform begins to evolve in the multifaceted ways I believe it's going to do so. And it's essentially going to, I believe, be a much more multifaceted and multifunctional platform where you'll be able to probably order rides and food and do banking and things like that, all from there. Here we are, folks, at Doge coming up at 13.7 cents. This could be it. I think this is going to be a ride to 14 cents probably within the next few minutes here. Here we are, another Dogecoin breakout. We're breaking past that previous resistance, and the dog is ready to fly. The dog is going, folks. Coming up to 13.9. Will we see 14 cents within the next few moments here? Possibly. Hope you got your moon boots on, folks. Hope you're strapped in, because boy, is this a roller coaster ride. Boy, is this a roller coaster ride. Sorry for the pause there, folks. I had to square something away. But here we are, guys. We apexed to 14 cents. Awesome. And some typical retracement now coming back down. But I believe we're going to see another leg up. That's a very encouraging sign. I do believe that's going to point to continuously bullish behavior for the Doge market today. So, yeah, I think that bodes very well for what we're going to be looking at for the next 24 hours with Dogecoin. And I really think that puts us in the realm of Dogecoin getting to 15, 16, maybe even 17 cents within the next 24 hours here. Trucking all day, yes. When I get my Voyager settlement money, it's all going in Dogecoin. Yeah, we're kind of in the same boat there. I have had a lot of Dogecoin positions in Voyager, so I'm kind of waiting for all that to shake out. And from what I understand, there's going to be a couple options where some of your positions will still be in place if you decide to transfer those positions over to FTX US. Or you can choose to kind of have a cash settlement, US DC settlement. It's all a little confusing to me. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Here we are back again, guys, almost breaching 14 cents once again. We're at 13.9. Let's get it on, folks. Let's get it on. Bang a gong. Let's do it to it. Let's get to 14 cents and beyond. Real deal, Steven Steele, 7-1 in the hizza. Arcade Cup, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. Welcome back. And thank you for the welcome, sir. What's up with Voyager? Closed my account like over a year ago. Well, you made a good decision. You made a better decision than me, my friend, because I did not. Yeah, they went under. They essentially went under due to basically a lending company called Three Arrows Capital. And the leadership at Voyager made the irresponsible decision of engaging in a massive loan with them without any collateral, which did them in. It did them in. Consequently, did all its investors in temporarily. So I don't think no one's going to get 100% of their investments back, but I think it's going to probably look somewhere in the neighborhood of 80-90% from what I'm hearing. And it's FTX, and Mr. Sam Bankman, who I don't have the biggest opinion of, is now pretty much picking up the pieces of Voyager, and we just kind of have to wait for that acquisition to shake out before people, Voyager customers, get compensated. Yeah, I mean, essentially they did. I don't think there's any malicious intent there, but certainly a bad lapse in business judgment there, to say the least. You know, and that just goes to show a lot of people that we assume are in control in the crypto scene and know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. Here we have had multiple crypto trading platforms really struggle in this last year because they never even had a backup plan in the event that Bitcoin were to drop below 25,000. I mean, it never occurred to them if the market were to get pretty bearish, what they would do, or if they could sustain themselves. I mean, in my opinion, you have no business even operating or owning or running a trading platform if you can't sustain yourself or be prepared to sustain yourself in a bear market. Andy Shirley says, the way I understand Voyager FX is you're about 70%. A little bit more of a bearish news than I was hoping for there, Andy. You could be right. I got to look into it more. Emperor Doge Steele is back. When do you think Doge will be incorporated into Twitter? These things take time to develop, so maybe third quarter of 2023. Thank you for that, Emperor Doge. Good to see you back in the mix. Hey, I think that's a pretty good prediction, third quarter of 2023. I think it'll probably happen. The beginning stages of Doge integration as it relates to Twitter will more than likely start happening sooner than that, though. I think it'll more likely happen sooner than that. Jason Uppin says we are going to get back 70.2% back from Voyager. Hey, better than 0%. So so we weren't totally rugged. We were 30% rugged. Now, do you guys know if we're going to get back our original Doge positions? Because if we can get back our original Doge positions, that would be awesome. I was keeping up with the Voyager debacle very closely. a couple months ago, and I just been so busy with other projects and other things that I haven't kept up with it nearly as closely over the last few weeks. Where is Gerald Cotton? Not sure. Not sure if that's like a joke I'm not getting or not. So where next? Where next, folks? Well, the world is kind of changing. It's changing for the better, right? We've got Elon now has brought the sink in, finally taken over Twitter. We got Dogecoin finally breaking out in double digits after trading rather unremarkably between 5 and 7 cents for a long stretch of period of time. But this is it's a game changer, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. It's a game changer. With the stream today, are you on tonight too? I'll have to play that by ear. We'll see how it goes. Xavier, hi everyone. Glad to hear you back. Steele, real deal. Hopefully you're doing well and having a great weekend. Hey, appreciate you, man. Good to see you in the mix, Xavier. Good to see you in the mix, sir. Let's see what's going on here. Dogecoin coming back up about 13.7, 13.8. Now, if you look at the entire day chart, it's just ascending beautifully. Look at that beautiful chart. And then, of course, we went absolute God candle right here. We went from about the top of 11 right into 13.5. Just extraordinary. And that happened literally over the course of like 90 seconds. And then this is where it gets really encouraging, because here's some healthy retracement here, right about 11 p.m. my time, or 11 a.m. my time, which is about an hour and 15 minutes ago. I was looking there, and I was actually expected it to retrace much further than that before making its next leg up, and it didn't. And this is just a beautiful, beautiful chart. Beautiful chart. We are moving steadily and beautifully. The fact that we went through this massive parabolic moment here and are increasing 2 hours later is extraordinary. It's very encouraging. Very encouraging. And obviously, if we look at the whole week chart, look at that. Look at that. So here we are trading at about 6 cents. Less than a week ago today. And now we're up to 14. Almost up to 14. Just phenomenal. Doge will be the legal tender on Twitter. Yeah, it's clear. I mean, Dogecoin's here to stay, no matter what people feel about it. Look at Voyager tweets. There is a link file you can open and fill in. It gives you an estimate of what you'll get. Unfortunately, I cannot open on my antique laptop. Yeah, Andy, do we have to manually fill out stuff, or will these holdings automatically get taken care of for us? Because the last I was looking into it, you had an option to fill some form out, or you could just wait for it to sort out. Look at this. Dogecoin kissing 14 cents again for retracing just a little bit under. Folks, I think we could be looking at 15 cents today. Look at this. Dogecoin keeps riding 14 cents. Just going wild. Just going wild. Looking good. Looking good. It feels good to be back in the double digits, doesn't it? It just feels good to be back in the double digits. Topher, Steven, one love, brother. Dogecoin to the moon, sending panda. Hey, that Topher. Okay. Hey, good to see you in the mix, Topher. Thanks, and right back at you, sir. Right back at you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Uncle Joe. What's up, Uncle Joe? Guys, if you already hadn't smashed that like button, if you just take a moment to do that, takes a split second of your time, doesn't cost you a dime. Number one thing you can do to help this channel work through those tricky YouTube algorithms. If you're new here, my name's Steele. I cover crypto and a few other things as well. Today we're doing a Dogecoin market watch. Feel free to subscribe and stick around. And if you feel compelled to super chat, it's obviously hugely appreciated for time and efforts put forward. Jay the Cat says, what you think of Elon cleaning house at Twitter? I think it's a good thing. Personally, I think it's a great thing. I think it's an excellent thing. I think it's something that was massively needed to protect free speech in this country. Listen, folks, it's my opinion that the trajectory we had been on in the United States and in the West in general has been very depressing, very dangerous one as it relates to freedom of speech. So I think this is a very positive thing. And it's not only a positive thing in matters of free speech, but I think it's going to be a positive thing in matters of mass crypto adoption. And I know there's even been talk behind the scenes of Twitter incorporating some sort of crypto wallet integration. So, and I do believe that Dogecoin will become essentially the de facto official go-to legal tender of Twitter. Essentially, it's going to be I believe the most popular and most widely used cryptocurrency as it relates to Twitter. Andy, way I understand this gives you an average according to what you might input. An XLS file still has to be voted on. That vote will be sent to everyone. Yeah, okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for clarification. Larry Ramirez, happy Saturday, Stephen. Happy Saturday, everyone. Hope you're enjoying this beautiful weekend. Thank you, Larry Ramirez. Good to see you in the mix, my friend. Arcade Cup censorship is horrifying. Remember 1984, the book and the book burners. Yes, I'm very familiar with that book, my friend. Dingus Chubb, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. Good to see you in the mix. Dogecoin trading vibrantly at 13.9, looking for that 14 and hopefully next leg up to 15 and beyond, right, folks? Folks, if you haven't, if you're not a member of the channel, feel free to do so. But really couldn't ask for a better day. This is, over the last 72 hours, this is the most significant, in my opinion, this is the most significant history as it relates to Dogecoin anyway. Most significant developments as it relates to Dogecoin in the last 72 hours. Bank's done. Hey, it's like the old days when you weren't on camera. Yes, it is. Good to see you, Banks, son. Good to see you in the mix. So, what's next? I do believe that it wouldn't surprise me if we'd be looking at a 30 cent Dogecoin in the near future. I'm not saying it's going to happen. No one ever knows for sure, right? But I think that's a very realistic option, realistic scenario rather at this point, given how quickly everything is evolving and how quickly everything is unfolding now with Elon Musk as it relates to Twitter and so forth. I do think that Dogecoin, people always ask the dollar. Dollars always seems to be the amount. Will Dogecoin reach $1? Yeah, I do. I've always thought that. It's just a matter of when. It could be a long time. It could be a not so long of time. But one thing I can tell you is it wouldn't surprise me if we were looking at a 35 cent Dogecoin within the next few months. That's definitely on the table, and that was something I would have never put on the table a couple weeks ago. But given the developments of recent events, I would say that's definitely on the table now. Dogecoin headed back to top 3 where it belongs. Yes, yes, I knew what you meant there. Tony, good to see you in the mix. Did anyone mention now that it has now surpassed their Cardano and Solana? Doge in 8th ranks on market cap. Doge to be the meme D-class. Yeah, it's on its way. What now? Will we see Dogecoin at that number 3 spot in the near future? Remains to be seen. But I've always felt that Dogecoin was going to square up at around number 3 or number 4 in the long run. $0.69 is the number, yes. Safe Moon is the biggest failure of meme coins, low roller scratcher. Well, people made good money on it towards the beginning, but things really started to unravel there, didn't it? Yeah, the cool thing about time is time always will be the judge of the markets, right? Time always has a way of vindicating in the long haul, right? So yeah, wow, that really came undone. Not terribly surprising, but you know, if people got out the right time, they made out well. Arcade Cup, thanks for the $1.69. Appreciate it. Now some retracement come back down to 13.7. Those of you just tuned in, we are on the live chart right now. If we take a look at what the day has had for us, just extraordinary. And we are building new floors as we continue. Up 61% now in the last 24 hours. Just incredible. When you go to the 1 week chart and we go back to less than a week ago. Well, this is a week ago exactly right here. We were trading just under 6 cents. I think people still have PTSD flashback where they thought that 8 cents was the apex because as we saw back in the day towards the beginning of 2021, we saw that parabolic day for Doge when it went to 8 cents and trading got mysteriously suspended from multiple platforms, most notably Robinhood, and that really kind of thwarted the rise of Doge at that time. But those days are gone. We're in a totally different place now for multiple reasons. Thank God. Yeah, just beautifully. We are moving along. Doge up almost 6% over the last 60 minutes. I'm surprised crypto is going up despite current recent events and recession. Well, that's predominantly due to Elon Musk. Well, this is the thing. I mean, some folks may not want to admit it, but this sort of activity, it helps all crypto, not just Dogecoin. It helps Bitcoin. It helps Ethereum. And this is something I've talked about on my past shows. Some of you know this is I've always felt that it's possible for crypto to break out in bullish manner, even in the midst of a terrible economy. It's much harder to do so, but it's still possible. Much more possible than it is under the same circumstances as it relates to a stock market. Does anyone know if Little X still has a huge Doge wallet? I would imagine so. Knew we'd be back. Never give up. Never surrender. I love it. I love the message, Bang Stun. Reminds me of Bloodsport. All right. Here we are sitting at 13.9, ready to get back up and over 14 cents again. Looking good, looking beautiful, guys. Just excellent. Excellente. Xavier says technically it's already stuck in 5th rank if we exclude stablecoins. Yeah, that's true. Dingus putting up those diamond hands. And yeah, I've been diamond hamming Doge and never sold it in this entire interim. I've been kind of expanding my platform and the things that I do would cover, but yeah, I've never sold my Doge. Some more healthy retracement here. I would definitely put this within the realm of healthy retracement for the next leg up. Do I think Doge will get to 15, 16 cents within the next 24 hours? Yes. I think I would put, I'm not saying nothing's for sure, but I would definitely put it in a higher probability scenario at this point that Doge will reach 15, 16 cents within the next 24 hours here. Let me shrink this chart down a little more and adjust it so we get it all on the screen. There we go. Oh yeah, said the Kool-Aid Man in the 1980s. That's what we were doing. Guys, if you're just joining us, you're tuning into The Real Deal, Stephen Steele, on this special momentous Dogecoin Breakout Day occasion. In the wake of Elon Musk's epic acquisition of Twitter. Fox News now reporting, somebody just tagged me in it, Dogecoin surges as Musk takes over Twitter. Let's just go to let's break to the audio here. It's about 1 minute long. This was just something reported live on Fox Business Channel. Sorry, just a moment, guys. I'm queuing it up.
Doge is a proxy. You can pull it up. It's at about 35-40% on the week because of this deal. I'm going to give you 2 reasons. There's rumors that he's going to put some sort of wallet in Twitter so there could actually be a use case for the crypto. And the second, Doge is a proxy, in my opinion, about sentiment on Elon Musk. People like him. They buy Doge because they associate it with him. So I think, in the town square, maybe not the workers at Twitter and some other people, but... Is it Doge? Doge or Doge? Which is it? I want to call it. You don't copy that? What was that? Really funny coin. Don't stop. Check futures.
It's always funny when the suits start talking about Dogecoin. There's always some mispronunciations, right? In that case, it was Doge. But yeah, so Doge, obviously something that's now being talked about in the mainstream business press, as we've seen its tremendous ascension and value here. And, actually, to give that Fox Business correspondent a little bit of credit there, at this point, that is, I think, a fair and accurate, astute observation. In regards to Dogecoin, Dogecoin is kind of synonymous with Elon Musk now. It is kind of a stamp of approval, right? If you like Elon Musk, you're more than likely gonna like Dogecoin or be favorable of Dogecoin. So they're kind of pretty linked. Nurse Terry Reed, yep, this does bring back great memories. Yes, indeed. Great to see you in the mix, Terry. And Terry, real quick, sorry, I just reminded myself I didn't get back to your last correspondence effort. Just got overwhelmed with stuff. We'll get back to you. Dingus Chubb, I've been seeing quite a few news stories pop up. Yeah, they can never pronounce it right. Yeah, what was that? I made a little compilation when Mark Cuban was on Ellen talking about it, and Ellen and Mark kept mispronouncing. I think they're calling it Dogecoin. Dogecoin, Dogecoin, I've heard. It's just Dogecoin, I've heard. It goes on and on. Looks like ETH is back on the menu, boys. Yeah, ETH now pumping again as well. A lot of meme coins are pumping consequentially to that. So, yeah, we are actually seeing the entire crypto market really benefit off of Elon's acquisition of Twitter and consequentially Dogecoin pumping, which is very interesting, right? I don't think we've seen a dynamic this significant, I mean, as it relates to Dogecoin anyway, ever before. We haven't seen this before. We've seen we've seen many windows where you could draw parallel, but nothing to this degree or significance of Elon taking over Twitter. Folks, here Dogecoin starting to look pretty comfortable over 14 cents. I gotta tell you, pretty comfortable over 14 cents. I think the new floor might be in at top of 13 into 14. That's what I'm seeing here. Look at this live chart, how beautifully this live chart is moving. Just very beautifully healthy retracements mixed with bullish activity to give an overall ascension that is a delight to behold, my friends. Again, if we take a step back and look at this one-day chart, Dogecoin now pumping almost 64% in 1 day. Late last night, we were at just 8.5 cents, about 1 in the morning. And now Dogecoin is finding itself very comfortably riding at around 14 cents. If we take a step back more, 1 week ago, just trading unremarkably, and this is pretty much where Dogecoin had been flatlining for many, many months, right? It is right under 6 cents, right under 6 cents. But the thing is about cryptocurrency that makes it so different from stocks is stocks often are reliant on the technology surrounding and the market demand of that technology surrounding the stocks you're invested in, where crypto oftentimes isn't nearly as technical, right? In terms of where it goes. A lot of times just rumor or speculation and things of this nature can really play a much stronger role in the value of a cryptocurrency, much more so than you'll see in any stocks. Now, if we come back to the 1 month chart of Doge, look at that parabolicness right there. So when we look at on 1 month, we look at the beginning of the month, again, Dogecoin, as I was saying, just trading between 5 and 6 cents for the most part for a long, long time. And then here we are over the course of less than a week, nearly tripling in value. Just extraordinary, just extraordinary. We'll go back to the live chart here, but things are looking continuously bullish for Dogecoin here. Beast Supreme says $1 incoming. I do believe $1 eventually will be here. I do believe that. It's all publicity for Doge. Yes, Doge has gotten... You couldn't ask for better free publicity for any cryptocurrency. Everyone who sold Meta stock are buying Dogecoin. Probably. Now, do you guys remember when I was on a few of my live streams, I was kind of covering the evolution of Facebook and Meta, and as those of you who watch my show frequently can attest, I was always very skeptical about that. I was always very skeptical of Mark Zuckerberg's evolution in Facebook branding to Meta. I thought there was a lot of blind faith in the fact that Meta was going to be this rousing success. I never felt that way. I always thought that the pivot point to Meta from Facebook was both too quick, too severe, and simultaneously underwhelming. When you look at the examples that we've seen of Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse, it basically looks like doesn't look any more remarkable to me than back in the days of Second Life and that kind of technology. In fact, I think Second Life, at least you had legs. None of the avatars even have legs in Mark Zuckerberg's Meta. And this idea that we're going to get our parents and grandparents, or mostly are the people that use Facebook, to strap on Oculus headgear 8 hours a day instead was just astoundingly naive, in my opinion. And now we've since seen this play out where Meta stock has absolutely just crashed and tumbled, and the inverse Kramer is in, folks. This Dogecoin pump reminds me of in Doge pump in 2021. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Here with Dogecoin just keeps breaking out, guys. 14.4, 14.5. Another God candle is in as we are continuously running up here. Look at this, folks. Just extraordinary, extraordinary turn of events. Let me refresh the chart here to make sure we're up to date. Look at that one. Look at that one. We are on the move. We're on the go. Or Dogecoin running away with it right now. Now up 70% for the day, 70% for the day. Tell all your uncles and all your aunts, strap on your Dogecoin pants, because, folks, we are not slowing down anytime soon. If you haven't already retweeted this stream, if I could ask you to do so more folks know that we are doing it to it. We got the band back together, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen. RT this out if you haven't done so already. Hugely appreciated. Of course, any super chats are appreciated for the time and efforts. Also, if you got any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I'll try to get to them. Stormer says 15 cents. Let's go 16, 18 cents will be held to break through. Don't take anything off the table at this point, folks. Dogecoin has gone for a ride. And I tell you what, I bought about $500 or $600 worth of Doge a couple days ago in the wake of recent events. And boy, obviously, I am glad I did. We are just on a bullish run to the likes of which we rarely see happening today, folks. We are absolutely flying today, out of control. What do you know? We are doing it to it. Let's get down to it, boppers. Let's get some thumbs up in the chat. Let's get some like spikes. We're doing it to it. It is a historic day as it relates to the dog money. Thank you, Elijah. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Folks, I think we're headed for 15 cents. I don't see much of this resistance really hampering it until then. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's looking like a clear shot to 15 cents right now within the near future. Retweeted on both of my Twitter accounts. Says, Dingus, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Stormer, also the last time we got this high, we came crashing down to 22. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think people are seeing the future of a Dogecoin shaping up. I don't think... look, I don't think... the probability that Dogecoin crashes down to 6-7 cents from here is very low, in my opinion. It's very low for the simple fact that Elon Musk now for sure owns Twitter. Anybody that even sort of pays attention to this stuff knows it's going to be a big effing deal as it relates to Dogecoin. People know that Dogecoin is going to be integrated into the platform and consequentially into everyday usage for folks. So in the wake of that, I don't think retracement will be that severe again. Fast and Furious coming in with a $5 make you holler with some hippo hype. I love it. Appreciate it. Terry Reed coming through with the retweet. Appreciate you. Bang Stun. I'm back over 2,500% gains. I love it. Well, who wouldn't love that, my friend? Who wouldn't love that? Beef Supreme coming through with some incredibly bullish analysis. Will overtake Bitcoin. Take a lot to do that, but never say never, my friends. Who knows in this crazy world we call crypto? Dogecoin absolutely flying today, fam. We will see some significant retracement, but I do believe it will be followed by the next leg up. In other words, I don't think... I think a significant retracement is likely, but it won't last long. That's my prediction. Now think about all the callers that were saying the pump was done at 8 cents and sold and advised everyone to sell. Man. Here we are, folks. 14.8, 14.9. The God candle is in. Let's go to the live. This is extraordinary, extraordinary. Folks, I don't think it'll be long before the 15 cents is in. Joshua asks, what do you think about the story inviting Dogecoin? What do you think about the story inviting Dogecoin to migrate to ADA proof of stake? I've never heard about Dogecoin migrating with proof of stake in terms of as it relates to ADA, but I mean, it's interesting. It's an interesting proposition. I mean, it's the first I've heard of it. Okay, so I'm reading up on it now, and thank you for that. This is kind of a very recent development from Charles Hoskinson. Charles, I'm reading it right now. So why don't touch on this? It's interesting. Charles Hoskinson invites, of course, that is the creator of ADA Cardano, invites Dogecoin to migrate to Cardano for free. The crypto community anticipating Musk to merge with Dogecoin and Twitter. Charles Hoskinson made the statement in response to a tweet asking about what would happen to Dogecoin after Elon Musk. According to Hoskins, there's a possibility that Doge will merge with Twitter. When asked whether the meme coin would be converted to proof of stake network, he said, Dogecoin should be a Cardano sidechain. I'd do all the migration for free. Hell, I'd even add smart contracts. This statement aligns with his earlier views that Cardano will be the network of blockchains, several sidechains connecting it. I don't know how I feel about that. To be honest with you, that's new news to me. I'm a little skeptical, given, I got to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of Charles Hoskinson's, given his past statements about Dogecoin, disparaging it heavily. That being said, he's obviously a brilliant guy. And I'm not, honestly, I don't know enough to be able to give an educated answer if this would be something that would be good for Dogecoin long term or not. But it's interesting. It's very provocative. It's a very provocative, interesting proposal there. Guys, you're just tuned in. You are watching Real Deal Steele, as we are just kind of having a fun market watch party here, enjoying the gains being made as it relates to dog money. Dogecoin now up almost 12.5% over the last 60 minutes, as we are just ready to kiss 15 cents. Will we see 15 cents on the air? A lot of resistance at this 14.9, which is to be expected. But folks, I think we're about to see it. I think we're about to see 15 cents in. Particle coming in. Good to see you, my friend. Sublime Mad Dog. That's a name I haven't seen in a while. Good to see you. Ugly says this whole making money thing is way more fun than losing money. We should be doing this more often. Yes, as I've said many times before, my favorite thing about investing in crypto is when my positions go up. My least favorite thing about investing in crypto is when my positions go down. There we have it. It is in, folks. Let's give a round of applause. Dogecoin now coasting at 15 cents. Tell your uncles, tell your aunts, and put on your Dogecoin pants, because we are in for a rocket ride of a lifetime, to the likes of which we haven't seen in many, 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 many months. It's in, folks. 15 cents. We touched it. That's what a ride. What a ride. Someone asked me, how do I feel is 100K possible in 2024? Yeah, it's possible. Anything's possible in crypto. How possible? Moderately possible. 100K in 2024. Certainly not in 2023. I'd think that'd be a stretch for sure. Rodrigo, I have not seen that. I will have to check that out. Guys, if you'd already follow me on the Twitter sphere, feel free. I think most of you already follow me there, but if you don't, feel free to give a follow there. I'd love to stay connected with you guys. So we really couldn't ask for a more beautiful Dogecoin chart than what we're seeing today. Look at that. Another God candle came in here just about 15 minutes ago, and boy, did it send us. It sent us over the top into that 15-cent mark. Now, putting up Dogecoin 73% within the last 24 hours. Just extraordinary, just extraordinary. And I'm checking out all my other positions here, folks. Now, Beef Supreme, is the token just simply called the Elon? I know there's so many spin-off names and stuff as it relates to that. Scott Herfer celebrating membership. Thank you for your... has just become a member, actually. Thank you for coming back as a member, Scott. Appreciate it. Good to have you back in the mix. Guys, if you want to become a member, just click the link pinned at the top of the chat, and you'll be good to go. $4 a month. Crypto Cowboy back in the saddle. Crypto Cowboy waking up and having himself some Texas toast. I got to keep a closer eye on my altcoin positions because, like, 2 of them crashed while I've been busy with this. That's the way it goes. All right, gang. All right. Is the bear market over? Asked Crypto Ricky. Who knows? Is the bear market over? I don't know. All I know is what's happening lately. I love it. Big retracement coming in right now, guys, and this is what I was expecting. Now, hang on, because we could be going down quite a bit here. This could be the big retracement that I've been waiting for. It's inevitable, folks. It's inevitable. The thing is, I don't think it's going to last long. So we got knocked down to 13.5 there in just a matter of a few moments. But I don't think it'll last too long. Dressing up for Halloween this year? I'm not sure yet. I'm still not sure yet. Beef Supreme says, nope, it's going to pump back fast. Very well, Kit. I don't think it's going to last. I do think the retracement's going to be kind of severe here, guys, but I don't think it's going to last too long. I don't know. Maybe I should go as Crypto Batman again. That was fun. That was fun. Is the reversal already in? I don't know, but it might be. Here we're already having back up to 13.7. Is the reversal already in, folks? Could be. Guys, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to the channel. My name's Steele. It's great to have you hanging out with us on this momentous day. B Supreme says, so much volume today, it's going to pump back quick. Quite likely with the amount of volume going on. And right now it's looking pretty good. Coming back up to the 13.8 already. Is this whale games that makes it retrace? I mean, yeah, in part. It's just the normal part of a healthy chart. I mean, you're going to have... Yeah, you're going to have a certain amount of super large holders dump at certain points when a chart starts going anywhere parabolic or something resembling it. it's inevitable. But yeah, it definitely looked like some whales dumped right here, along with other retailers. You know, I think psychologically too, 15 cents is probably a selling point for some folks. But totally to be expected. Definitely, we're still definitely within healthy and normal retracement patterns that will speak. That still put it in a very bullish ascendance. I mean, that could change, but that's where it is right now. Now, if we look to the live chart, it looks a lot more startling. Now, keep in mind, looks a lot more startling because this is in the past hour. So 15 cents was the psychological selling point for a lot of people. And then they dumped off here. But I think that could have been it. That could have been the big retrace right there that I was anticipating. But things looking good overall. Further retracement here, folks. So, yep, I was anticipating this. What did I tell you? I said it's probably going to see it come to 13 even. Here we are at about 13 even. Not sure if this is the bottom yet or not before the next leg up. But I could see us going all the way down to 12-ish before things start pumping again. Oh, yeah. I just realized my air conditioner is probably making a lot of extraneous, unnecessary noise for you guys. So I just turned that off. I wish I would have thought of it earlier, but it is what it is. And we're continuing to retrace here closer to even 13. Yeah, I never can relate to people that prematurely sell. I mean, I suppose it's a part of human nature, but in a perfect world, everybody would hold to the moon and then responsibly take profits out in doses, right? Stormer says, luckily I got a work shift soon. Got to distract me from this dip. Yeah. And even at that, the more I'm looking at things, the more I'm looking at the details of the volume coming in. I think it dropping below 12 cents is looking less and less probable to me at this point. So, here we are, guys, right about 13.3. I don't think the dog is done running for the day, but definitely the retracement is in. I think that was the retracement that I was waiting for right there. I do think that was it. Before we mount up again. So I still wouldn't take 16, 17, 18 cents within the next 24 hours off the table. I'd certainly leave it on the table, absolutely. Hey, Diamond Hands Freddy, good to see you in the mix. Mike Tracy as well. Eberdo says, I thought you were on the Doge mothership on the way to the moon. I don't have access to that, my friend. I wish I did. Doe says, Bitcoin dumped. Thank you, my friend. I've been so busy looking at so many other things, I didn't even check Bitcoin. So that's what happened. Bitcoin dominance is still a very real thing. So let's do a market rounder and see where the rest of the market is sitting right now. So I'm pulling up a Bitcoin chart on my end right now. So Bitcoin is up about 9% for the week, trading sideways over the last 24 hours. But more importantly, over the last 30 minutes, yeah, Bitcoin did take a dive. And from, let's see here, where'd it go from? From about 21,000 all the way down to about 20.7. Which is significant, somewhat significant for Bitcoin given its market cap. But yeah, there we see Dogecoin corresponding with it with this dip here a few minutes after that Bitcoin dig right there, which explains that in part at least. But overall, very healthy chart, very bullish chart. When we look at the daily chart here, still extraordinary. This is still within the realm of very healthy retracement. Of course, we don't want to see it go any lower than, much lower than that. But we do have some nice momentum going as we start bringing it back up to the 13.7. Again, that's the week chart right here. And we're going back to the live. This is where the big drop-off happened here, where we went from 15 cents down to about 13.4. But now we're coming up to 13.7. So it looks like we are steadily climbing back up, folks. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I recognize their name, Wexen Pie Productions. I released a new short film yesterday. What is your short film called? Go ahead and shout it out there. Oh, yeah, said the Kool-Aid Man in the 1980s. That's how I'm feeling today. That's how we're doing. Dogecoin just humming right along. What an excellent, excellent day. What an excellent day for all things Doge. Your short film is called a... I'll let the folks read that. Part one. Part one. So it sounds like a full series is coming through. All right. Thanks for sharing. All right, guys. I've been going for going on about 2 hours here, so I think I'm going to wrap it up for now. Will I get on again later tonight? Remains to be seen. But I want to appreciate. I want to appreciate. I do appreciate you guys for tuning in today and having fun with me here on this little market watch. Long time no see for many of you, so appreciate it. If you don't already follow me on Twitter, feel free to connect with me there. I love staying connected with you fine folks over on the Twitter sphere, which is now in the hands of Elon Musk and I think consequentially going to be exceedingly great for us. So again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. I may be back on tonight. Not sure yet, but thanks again for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Until next time, this is your man, Real Deal, Steven Steele, signing off.